Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to 2023-2024 edition of the Humanitarian International History 9110 Funding Awards. My name is Humanitarian and I'm here for this film. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my sincere honor to bring to the table the amiable district of the Rotary National District 9110. If you are two, as we say in English, all this let's put our hands together as we welcome to the podium. Morning, distinguished audience, let me start. District Governor elect. The man that will take over from me first, Rotarian Femi Adeneko, you're welcome. May I also appreciate the presence of our district governor nominee, the man that will take over from him. You know, Rotary is so detailed and will do everything seamlessly. Our district governor nominee, Adedoye. You're welcome. In our midst, we have our past district governor. I call the big masquerade because we don't get to see him every day. But when he comes out, he always has something to offer. He is a former minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is our past district governor. He's a director in so many companies. I want to respectfully recognize the presence of PDG Julie and Delucy MNI. You're welcome. I have in our midst a representative for Chief Oshoba, Chief Larry Ido. You are highly recognized. I also have the General Manager of Channels, here to represent John Momo, the owner of Channels. Mr. Patrick Omuse, you are highly professional. May I also recognize the presence of Mr. Benga and Jeff Friday. I hope I got the pronunciation right. You're welcome. And the coordinator of today's event, our anchor person, who has done a very beautiful job of putting this together with his committee members. You are highly recognized. Our Assistant Governor, Eki Brimer. I also have in our presence our Bank District Governor, we call him the change maker DG, because in this year our team was change maker year. This year we are creating hope in the world. Our PDG Remy Bello, highly pleased. I want to recognize the presence of all the hope presidents that are here in the house. I greet you all. Our district leaders. I may not be able to call all the names one after the other, but I know I have so many district leaders here this morning, AGs, committee chairs, zonal coordinators, and all. I welcome you all to this great event. My job for now is a very easy one. We have come today to recognize and appreciate the reporters and the media men and women that have worked with us all through the Rotary year, writing and reporting on our events, and making sure that the publicity, which is one of the key areas we want, is achieved. So by virtue of the power vested in me as the District Governor for Rotary International District 9110, I hereby call this section to order. May we rise for the Rotary praise. Oh, now we have it on the so that others that are not Rotarians like writing. It's in the brochure, one page. This open your brochure to page 4. Yes, I will lead the way. Oh Lord, and give us all for
Let's put together for our electoral state governor. Let's put our hands together. We demand one have your election because if you don't do this, then it is not a losing event. To call on somebody very special, it's all great Nigerian, a journalist, in Nigerian as we are going to the office of the this is the Thank you very much. Our district governor, Humanitarian the brain of the past district governors, Rotarian leaders, have been my advance in the profession. No particular order, I go with that I go with the I'm the representative of the chairman of the Channels Television. Distinguished guests, our district governor-elect, West Africa Technical, is governor nominee. Lieutenant Larry Abidu, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends of Rotary. I have been asked to take the order of Rotary. The order of Rotary is to encourage and foster the idea of service as the basis of warrior enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster the development of our interns as an opportunity for service. The development of interns as an opportunity for service. Second, higher standards in business and profession. The recognition of the worthiness of all these organizations and the divine of each Rotarian organization as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the idea of service in which Rotarians, personal, business, and community life. Fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and through the workplace of business and professional excellence, united in the idea of service. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my AG and past secretary, AG as well. Another media room. It's also in Nigeria, right? Coming of Rotary Club of the Allows Center. It is not the government that I don't know. You must be very resourceful. I think to the people, you will say who you are. Thank you. I hope we did declare our DG and DGN, the guest, the four-way test. The four-way test of the things we think, say, the first one is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Finally, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother and the incoming president of the process.
So anyway, I will again into the podium for her opening remarks. Our wow UG. As a matter of fact, she has been told the because she just given to Rotary District, Rotary International District 911 and Rotary International District 912. Okay, so I have been asked to choose that and instead come on to the microphone to do is opening the max. The chairman of the Humanitarian Reporting Awards Committee. He is also a big group. As a matter of fact, he has covered all aspects of the community. Journalism, advertising, public relations. The limits is also a Rotarian par excellence. It is my pleasure to invite to the podium an assistant governor of the
I want to hear that. Oh, I say one. Yes. Former Minister of Health, past, the government of all past district governors and our district. The chairman for today's occasion, I remember Olusegun Oshola, being represented here by veteran journalist Larry Doe, who, by the way, is the trustee of the Diamond Award for Media Excellence Fame. A very distinguished award for Yes. I also recognize respectfully the representative, the chairman and CEO of China's Media Group. I welcome our guest speaker, very senior journalist, host of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, all our future leaders. I welcome our district governor-elect, Femi Adeneko, our district governor nominee, Larry Adeneko. My past district governor is going to get Chief Maker district governor, where people know FCA, that highly recognized. Very distinguished group leaders, fellow Rotarians, friends, and guests of road. My advice is 17, that I will just welcome you and thank all of you for coming at this time, and especially thank our home district governor, for giving me and members of this city the opportunity to serve. Because it's not about service. When you're called to serve, you have to do that within the world life. The humanitarian perspective is an opportunity for us to recognize and honor media organizations and journalists that are promoting the work of the industry. We believe we need to keep in this partnership so that we can continue to tell our stories better in Rotary. When you look at that, nobody knows our work. You turn the light, I think everybody. So what we are going to do is to promote our partnership. We want to be one of the most, the leadership to support and promote the work we do in Rotary and join Rotary. So I want to say that it has been very eventful. There are 14 awards actually, but we are only giving out awards in 10 categories today. We have nominees for each of those 10 categories, and winners will be announced here today. And each winner will go to plaques. Then we take two additional steps with the kind permission of our district governor to also add a token presentation to some of the individual categories and the one for clubs and of course Rotarians. For what they have done, to engage media organizations. The entries, clubs enter, make entries. They know the media organizations that they work with them. And we believe that from those entries, when we explain, we're able to pick the nominees. In 4 categories, we didn't have suitable entries, to evaluate. So on that note, I want to say thank you to the members of my committee. They have been wonderful. They have supported me. I could not have done this work alone. So I thank all of you. And for special recognition, you see them on page. Those who will take notes, it's on page 31. That's where you have the members of this great committee. And for all of our advocates who supported us by making donations, we appreciate all of you. The district government is grateful. And all the advertisers in the culture, we also appreciate all of you. Without your financial support, I'm not sure we'll have been able to put the program together. I thank all our distinguished guests for coming. Please let the program.
Once more, we will bring up our deputy district governor, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends of Rotary. Once more, we will bring up our deputy district governor for our opening remarks. Thank you. Please let's jump our hands together as she comes up. My name is Chief. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. It's so nice to be standing here before all of you this morning to do this. I once again want to recognize the chairman of today's occasion, Chief Onshaw, ably represented by Chief Larry Idu. I also want to recognize the chairman of Channels Television, Dr. John Momo, ably represented by his GM sitting there today. I want to recognize our guest speaker for today, Mr. Benga Adefale. Thank you for coming. My revered district governor and doyen of all the governors. We appreciate your presence on this. When you have time to be with us, it's always a beautiful thing to see you around. Thank you so much for coming. Our DGE, Femi Adeleko, DGN Larry Adegoyin, my chairman for media for the year, Assistant Governor, Mike Effion, you're highly recognized because you made it possible for all what we're doing today to be achieved all through the year. He was the chairman for media for the district. I'd like to recognize the committee that put this very beautiful event together, heavily led by our AG, Ehi Brima. Thank you for doing this. I want to recognize also the presence of all the medias, district leaders, my PDGs, all district leaders here present, and my co-presidents. You're highly recognized. In media, you are all welcome. At the beginning of this Rotary year, I made it a point of priority for all the co-presidents that we need to tell our stories to the world. We all know that Rotary is the biggest and largest NGO in the whole world. It's 119 years old this year and still waxing strong. And we are known for one thing, majorly doing good in the world. Letting go for the less privileged and putting smiles on the faces of those that make you smile. Then with all we do, just like the coordinator said, if you don't tell your stories, nobody will tell them for you. And who better to tell the stories than the people providing the stories themselves, which is the Rotarians. So I checked all the Rotarian presidents. We have 148 clubs within my district because District 9110 covered the whole of Lagos and Ogun State. And in Lagos and Ogun State, I was charged with the responsibility of leading about 148 clubs. So I told the presidents that this year we must tell our stories in a very big way. Know your trumpets. Tell the world what Rotary does. Talk about Rotary, your Rotary stories. Talk about the Rotary moments. And let the world know who we are as Rotarians, what we do as Rotarians, and how far we go within Lagos and Ogun State in touching lives and helping the government to achieve their aims and objectives for the year. Because we know, and we all know, that government alone cannot do it. They need to partner with credible organizations like Rotary, who has presence in all the wards that will help them to achieve their aims. And that is what we have done all through the Rotary year, and we're still doing as Rotarians. So today, I felt it worthy to appreciate the media team, the journalists, the TV stations, the newspapers, and all that have partnered with us all through the year in telling these stories, because we couldn't have done it by ourselves. I know we had presence in all the social media handles. We had presence in all the television stations, one after the other. The clubs go from one station to the other, even the radio stations. And most of the journalists are always present in our team. I appreciate all of you. And the aim of this day is just to say thank you for partnering with Rotary. Thank you for telling our stories in so beautiful ways. You have told it all through the beginning of the Rotary year. And you will continue to tell even until the next Rotary year. I want to appreciate all of you for what you do, and that is the essence of today. So I thank all of you for coming. I thank all the dignitaries that have come, and all our friends that have come to Make this day a very beautiful day for us. I appreciate and I welcome you all. And then when it is time, the journalists, the stations, and all that have won our hearts with their rights up and all that would be appreciated appropriately. And thank you once again for coming. Thank you for partnering with Rotary and for joining hands with me as a district for this Rotary year 2023-2024 to create hope in the world. Thank you and God bless us all.
Thank you, Adiji, for your wonderful speech. Thank you so much, ma'am. Right now, let's quickly invite to the microphone the chairman, board of trustee, Diamond Award Team, Mr. Larry Idowu, the chairman's speech on behalf of Aremu Olusegun Obasanjo for sure. Please let's put our hands together for him. Please let's put our hands together as well. Thank you.
Let me begin by paying my respects to Rotary District 910 9110. It's a beautiful thing that we are doing. Rotary has been around for a very long time. And even as a young reporter, I know that I have covered some of the events of Rotary and Nina Wheel in Lagos, and I think for those people. So, our district governor, Ifeanyiwa Ejeze, our past district governor, Prince Julius, is a man that I've always admired. Look at him, an octogenarian, looking like somebody 20 years younger. And if there is anybody you can call Mr. Rotary, I think it is an honor that sits well with him. I've always read about him in relation to one Rotary event or the other, aside from his public service participation. Welcome, sir. My friend Domomo is not here in person, but is even represented by his general manager, so welcome you. I welcome my brother, Gade, former president, and then your editors, former editor-in-chief, general manager, Vanguard Media, now provost of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism. I welcome, you see, when you sit here, you pick some terms, some appellations I've heard about district governor-elect, district governor nominee. So I welcome you all. And I welcome my colleagues from the media. Of course, I'm standing in for Chief Olusegun Oshoba, CONFNGE. Chief Oshoba, you all know that I would love to be there. But he's in Abuja right now, because there are some other things that came before this invitation, which he was already committed. If there is anyone who's at home with bigger events, because he's been one of us right out of secondary school, and it's been everything that everyone would like to be in the media. He's been a reporter, he's been a line editor, he's been a title editor, he's been an administrator, as general manager, as managing director, and has been chairman. Indeed, he's still chairman of the NIG board. So he has asked me to say to you that what you are doing today is very well with him.
is happy that individuals as well as organizations in the media are being honored. He congratulates all the winners who will be honored today. He endorses the vision behind the Humanitarian Reporting Awards, which we read somewhere are aimed at strengthening the partnership between Rotary and the media by recognizing journalists and media organizations with outstanding record of reportage of your district and flood humanitarian intervention projects in their communities. Chief Oshoba sees what you are doing as an exercise in gratitude for the important work being done by the media. He also sees it as an encouragement for the media to do more. In his words, awards are necessary recognitions that help us to benchmark performance, reward enterprise, and show others to greater productivity. Lastly, he wants me to say to you that there's a correlation between the four-way test of the Rotary and the pursuit of journalistic excellence. Let's remind ourselves what the four-way test says. Is it the truth? Is it clear to all concerned? Will it be good will and better friendships? And lastly, will it be beneficial to all concerned? He says that when you look at that four-way test and you look at the journalistic pursuit and fixation with excellence, you will see the convergence. Both are concerned with making the environment better, making social interaction better than it ordinarily would have been. Both are committed to a more compassionate humanity. In addition to looking for responsible conduct, both appreciate the place of development communication, especially in the area of conflict sensitivity. Finally, it says the conferment of today's award testifies to the need for stronger collaboration and cooperation between the media and society for the necessary partnership that can promote peace and progress in our land and indeed the betterment of humanity. And it is on that note that I want to congratulate everyone who is here today as a witness to this occasion. I am told that it's been a while, it's been a while since we had this ceremony. So it is good that it is coming back, and it is our hope that it will be something sustained and something that not only in the Rotary, but indeed in the media we look forward to as an item on the calendar, on the annual calendar of both the Rotary and the media. It is on that note that I say, welcome to today's occasion. I mean, we all have a good experience and go home knowing that our time here has not been wasted. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very, very much, sir. Mr. Larry Idowu, the Chairman Board of Trustees of the Diamond Awards Media for Media Excellence. Thank you so very much. Again, I want to bring up another person representing a top media executive in Nigeria, in the person of Mr. John Moore, the Chairman of Channels Television. It is my pleasure to welcome to the microphone the General Manager of Operations, Mr. Patrick Obudle, for his speech. Thank you. Let's put our hands together. Let's appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, let me start by standing on all existing protocol and to welcome everyone to this event again.
Dr. John Momo would have liked to be here in person to give this speech, but unfortunately, he was out of the country on other things and was unable to make it. So he asked me to represent him. I think one of the key takeaways we wanted me to press to the team is that Channels TV, Channels Television takes great care to make sure that we give adequate coverage to the stories, the human angles, the things that are happening that are of interest to the country. You know, we don't focus. We try to make sure we equally cover the humanitarian side of things, in as much as the corporate and the governance and the governmental side of things, because it is important for our people to know what is going on, how things affect them, and how they can make decisions based on what they learn. At Channels TV, we see it as our job to be to give the relevant and timely, up-to-date information on what's happening to the people of our country, because we see ourselves as the defenders of the fourth estate in Nigeria. Now, the Rotary Club is, as we said, a great organization, one of the biggest NGOs, if not the biggest NGO in the world, and has far reaches across the world and even in Nigeria. And it is an honor and a pleasure for Channels Television to be associated with the Rotary Club. We know that the country has been going through some limitations lately, but I think that we find ourselves in position that if we can highlight some of the stories to our people, then we should be able to at least make some headway on the humanitarian side of things and the care of our people. Again, Dr. John Momo wishes he were here and wanting to express his sincere gratitude for even being recognized and asked to attend this event. Thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lucy, for your wonderful remark. Thank you very much. Before we go any further into today's event, permit me to bring up the wonderful, eminent personality in our list. He is an ambassador of Rotary District 9110. He is a former minister in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please let's jam our hands together as I bring upstage Prince Julius Adewale Adewale. Let's jam our hands together as it comes upstage. Thank you very much. You're welcome, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, maybe some of you noticed the difference when a young boy like Patrick, representing the channel was called. We just talked about it, and you noticed it. But I have to do all that on a safer route. It's good to be old, it's also good to be young. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that the majority of Rotarians across Nigeria are young and they are ready to deliver, especially in the area of service. Today, I'm very happy to be part of what's going on. The reason being that for the first 20, 30 years of Rotary International, the attitude was, do your good and don't let your left hand know what the right hand is doing. From about 1954, the attitude changed. And a little bit of public relations and packaging came to make sure that the optics and the ecosystem of Rotary International became more positive. And that's why we have a program like this today. I would like to start by, in fact, recognizing our district governor, DG Humanitarian in Georgia. You all know her, and you all know how active she has been. Many Rotarians are proud of her. Even her parents, Michael, and her own daughter, Whitney, are very proud of her. And I think you're doing well. You told me upstairs that you have 74 more days. I would say that you should be tired. Stop counting the days, continue making the days count. And please God, each of the days for the rest of your tenure will count for you or for the benefit of Rotarians and Rotarians. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is a Rotary Assembly, and therefore we must represent and recognize the past leaders, the past district governors, the current district governor, the district governor-elect, the district governor nominee, and the district governor designate. It goes to show you that Rotary over 119 years has come to be a very structured society. So no matter how good you are as a leader, or no matter how bad you are as a leader, you have 365 days. There is no third term. Everybody knows the beginning and end of their own term. I would like to also appreciate Eddie, brother. And he has impressed me a great deal as a Rotarian. And he has proved to me that whatever he touches, he improves. May you continue to be useful to Rotary. And the chairman, I was told the chairman was about something, but I think that he is really scheduled for sure. The 1999 governor, whose last name is now the president. I would say that the representative he has is fit for function. Anybody who is interested should look up Larry rules and profile. They could easily have a governor too. But to see in this world, Sarah, you are where you are, and you are really represented. I don't very well. We were quite impressed. Of course, we have I don't know how you do all this. We have a very good guest speaker. Our guest speaker today, being number 5, has a basket of experience and is a media scholar. You just wait and listen to some of the very, very fertile ideas. So I think that Rotary is always good. Rotary gets the best out of any system. Very few organizations can put together the kind of persons that are going to perform here today. And I'm happy too that this young man, Patrick Obusia, he must be the shortest of the representatives here. Patrick, we are representing John. I can tell you that we Rotarians recognize what is good, and we are proud of you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's make 1 or 2 observations. Today is another opportunity for two bodies to display the benefits of partnership. On the one hand, you have people in the world of journalism. Very often, journalists are taken for granted. But some of the best brains in this country are in the field of journalism. Indeed, in many societies, you will find that those who go into journalism are in a top bracket of the internet. Even 500 years before Christ, somebody called Thucydides started writing articles in Greece and distributing it to his community. And many parts of the world is known as the father of journalism. But what's more interesting is not only the father, is the fact that at some stage in history, people then recognize that journalists or the practitioners of journalism are the owners of the fourth estate of the realm. And the fourth estate of the realm is really a very powerful group. In many countries, they are just called that, the fourth power. For example, you find that the Italians call them quarto. That's the fourth power in any society, apart from the ancient nobility, clerics, and commons. And the French call them quatrième bourgeois. So the people you see here are very powerful people. They can make, they can unmake. And that's why many people spend money to try and get the favor of selected journalists. But being a journalist is not easy. Therefore, partnering with that group is something that is of advantage to Rotary. I find, for example, that some of the big names in Nigeria's history have been journalists. Is it Macaulay? Is it Azikiwe? Is it even Shegun Ochoba? Is it Jack Conde? Is it Awolowo? They've all gone through the school of journalism. And many of these people who are in journalism today are bound to be big in Nigerian affairs in the future. I know this because some time ago, when I was young like some people here, I was in journalism. In broadcasting in Babylon years, those days, working with people like Julie Code, people like Rosemary and Yezel, people like L.C. Thomas Kukulen, who became L.C. Oyusola, and so on. And investigating journalism was exciting in those days. But now we're in the age of digital media, and I'm sure that we're all interested. So on one side, we have a formidable group. But on the other side, we have Rotarians. Rotarians that belong to an organization which has been there for nearly 120 years. An organization that has spent loads of dollars to the benefit of mankind. An organization that's made up of persons who are changers in social space. An organization that has persons who believe in ethics. You know, in Nigeria, we tend to move helter-skelter for economic shelter. But Rotarians think deeper. They have a sense of satisfaction. They have a sense of working hard and living on whatever they have obtained from their professional practice. They believe in ethics. They are persons of character. So that kind of group is worth partnering with. We Rotarians believe that people who are wealthy may be envied, that people who are geniuses, intellectual capacity may be respected, that people who are empowered for the time being will be feared. But it is only people who have character that are trusted. And there is a trust deficit in this country. It's about time that the partnership between Rotary and the media would concentrate on an ethical revolution in this country. And it's very easy to start it. Already, Rotary has the tool. As far back as 1932, the four-way test was created and then given to Rotary in 1942. Since 1942, Rotary International has been promoting the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. If you look at that board, it tells you what we're talking about. Can you imagine if politicians, if civil servants, if people in the private sector, if people in the various posts and lanes of life in Nigeria were to apply to themselves and what they think, what they say, and what they do, the tenets of the four-way test, if you put it in the judiciary, for example, the corridors of the judiciary, Nigeria would change if we practice them. The terms look very deceptively simple, but the application is very difficult. We need the return of ethics to Nigeria so that people can be trusted once more, they trust one another. Again, he says, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? So while we thank you for the cooperation, we want you to carry on this partnership by helping us to further promote the ideal of the four-way test, as said again by Larry earlier. Because Nigeria will be a better place once truth comes back, believability comes back, sincerity comes back, fairness comes back, and goodwill comes back into our society. Finally, let me congratulate all those who have been selected for award. Rotary does not give an award just like that. Awards have started since good days of the games in Greece, when they give the victor of the door, the sheep, the wreath around their head. Again, awards have become all kinds of awards. But I assure you, if you win an award from Rotary, it's based on the four-way test. It's an award not to be appreciated, just to be appreciated, just in terms of how big they are, but how great the impact will be on your own lifestyle. I congratulate you. If you are taken, it means you are one out of many. As it said from the motto of the United States, one out of many. We are one out of many. And the aim was taken from the very beautiful poem by a Roman poet called Aeneid. So I would suggest that you behold your award proudly. I also again thank you all by saying we have a good team on our district government. We have a good team on our committee. We have a good partnership with the journalists, and we have a good team to award. And I want to say to you, as the president of what God used to say, we to public health. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that powerful speech, our opinion. Now, we have gotten to that stage where as they say, they ask for the matter in the midst of the events. Ladies and gentlemen, I just said the name. It's the 2024 District International District 9110 Humanitarian Reporting Awards. I think we deserve to put our hands together for ourselves at this time. You'll be having the guest speak. We will be the last week today, but we need to spice it up. Hence, we want to do 8 of the awards. Then we will bring him down to give his speech. But before we do that, we have a lot of people as we contribute in the program. And so it is my pleasure to introduce some of our guests that have been around. And when we do our round, please just take it up and take it out. Let's we also have in the house our auxiliary past district governor of Montreal University. So the house together for the first governor in the district. We have in the house as well a veteran journalist, a former editor of the Italian newspaper, Mr. Ben, in somewhere there. Thank you, let's put that in. Yes, we have 2 in the house. Mr. Austin, head of PLC, is also in the house. Thank you very much. We will continue to recognize people. And I'm going to get African. All right. Yes, the Humanitarian. This. We have to like my Japanese say. Area and the very best is the best television station in the coverage of military calls and military international history memoirs activities. Please, let's put our hands together to mention that name. Television and TV Continental TVC. Yes, we have to use it. As we think about doing the thing, it's going to be system in the from military and international activities. Our rights needs television and TV and to do the presentation of the awards to the best in this category. May I invite to the program? Consent. This. All right. In this category, we have once again our channels, television, and TV. And to announce the winner,
Say, challenge, television.
I'm going to if I look at what I'm going to spread
On behalf of Rotary 9110, in recognition of be my welcome. You're welcome. In recognition of the great work you are doing, and this is just a challenge for you to do more. Congratulations.
Well, I'd like to say that we humbly accept this recognition from the Rotary Club. It's with great honor and humility that we accept it. And we look forward to see how we can collaborate more in future and give more humanitarian coverage stories. We look forward to this. Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much, Channels Television, for a job well done. All right. For the best in the exercise of trust and our valuable activities. And have declared each part and you will accept us. And as we come to the presentation, may I have Mr. Austin, Football Head of the Television, everyone in our city house. Let's put our hands together for the response. Yes. And also be putting in presentation. What happened by results? All right. The next issue is the reportage of RI Street 9110 activities.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. First issue on the reportage of both RI District 9110 activities. New Telegraph newspaper. New Telegraph
I want to say that we appreciate this, we are grateful, and I need to solve of the communities. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. All right, still on the awards. This is the best. All right.
Go further, we always take advantage when we see potential people that should be members of Rotary. And not even when they indicate interest to join. I have with me here this afternoon a potential member who has indicated interest to join Rotary. And after today, I won't take him through and point him to the club within the district where they will join and make the great impact that we deserve. Congratulations, and thanks for wanting to join Rotary. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. I'm aware.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. See everyone. Yes. I want to say all I need to in the remote challenge books. And District International 911. I all times and legend notes on the mind. When you just do this, come on now, all I need in the reportage of words. I will make international between all my times from the legend unity all. That's what it is. That's what it is. All conclusion of I have this son of once again, chairman, editorial about this it's a son of once again, chairman, editorial about let's as a next place. Chairman is also the past secretary of our journalists also they all have our
And the winner is Grand Times.
All right, cameraman. Let's say this moment. Let's say this moment. All right, thank you very much.
On behalf of the Grand Times, I want to say big thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so very much, Mr. Martin. Thank you so very much. Our community, thank you so much. Thank you. I have the best station in all line with touch of France and Gateway International Institute of Activities. TV in online with charge of France and RI to the government activities. In that category, we have LTFE. In that category, also we have our news and TV station in online reportage of press and country international environmental activities. And then now on the stage to do the presentation, accuracy immediate past chairman. Every period is Thank you very much. Thank you, especially during the presentation. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, that's good. And the winner is Arise Television.
Impromptu. I just came from the restroom. To Rotary Club, a very big thank you from Arise Youth, the entire team. I'm quite grateful for this award. Thank you very much.
All right, give it up for our audience. Thank you. Last and not the least, the first our presentation segment. And we use our ability in promoting humanitarian activities. In that particular, we have Rotary Club of Lagos and Rotary Entities. And last but not the least, in that order, Rotary Club of Egon Atlantic. And to do this, we have to we have our Bulgaria, Mike, it's engine. Let's get this. Thank you very much. You're welcome. We also have Iris Monica William. Into my senior. The winner is Rotary Club of Bank Estate. We also a check of 25,000 naira to the club. Thank you very much, my DG, my senior members of Rotary District of the media industry. 6 years before when I joined Rotary, I used to feel it's so much of pain to gather funds, to do projects, and then try to use these funds and just talk about what we are doing. I mean, why to waste money in advertisement and newspaper and channels? But slowly, as the years passed by, during the president year, he always kept saying, speak about what you want to do, what you have been doing. She just mentioned this morning too. And it's true, because unless we speak about it, the world does not know. And if the world does not know, there are thousands and millions of people who have good heart and big pockets. So they don't know where to channelize their energy. So at least by the good work what we have done, we speak about it, and the best people to listen is the media, is the newspaper, the social media, the TV channels. So yeah, thank you very much, my DG. Thank you very much, the committee. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's go and hear about our own input that goes to Free Club of Lagos and Road Estate. Thank you. My DG man, can I disrupt the meeting? Can I disrupt your meeting a little bit? Just a little bit. We know this is your show, but you are doing it from the beginning. So I want to disrupt it a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you a very beautiful lady. A complete artist, multi-talented, singer, songwriter, performer, dancer. In fact, when you say an artist, she is complete in herself. We put our hands together as I welcome Jinka. Let's give it going, let's give it going, let's give it going. The children just please.
Congratulations to you. Don't be sad. Understand that everybody has something to do. Take us to Mars is so happy. Live my love to that's a Friday. Never need a word, never lost you. One love, keep us together. Living in the world, struggle to stay. One love, keep us together. Living in the world, struggle to stay. Somebody tell me, oh, I will find it. One can set us free, just let it be. Take us in our brand new day. One love can set us free, just let it be. Never need worry, just let it be. Anything you want to do is all right with me. Cause you since we've been together. Loving forever is all I be the one around to never be so. Let's stay together. Now that you said to me, "No." So gave me an introduction. But I think some of us do. So let me just try it. A little, but I'm going to do it. Must sing all my feet. That was fantastic. That was some singing aloud from our age rest. You have even felt beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me welcome everybody to this hall. I mean, this community, I'm coming to welcome you to relax and enjoy the moment. Yes, you know, you are right now. We need to talk no other person. Yeah, the trainer of journalists and the book of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism and fellow of the Nigerian Guild of Editors. Person, Mr. Genga Akifayi. Let's join his brother, have a result.
What the where you are, Rita, engagement. Rotary International District of North. 9110. Past district governors and district leaders. Leader, mentor, father, review things. And then some of the outside of those. So please permit the sentiments. The leaders that they use. Our evolution was shorter, every represented by Mr. Larry John Momo, Chairman Channel, every represented by the General Manager of Operations. Distinguished Rotarians, media leaders present, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I consider it a great honor and privilege to keynote this event of recognizing journalists and media organizations that are giving true coverage to the activities of Rotary District 910 in the last year. The award is interest specific because it concerns not the Republic of the United. Be that as it may, it always gathers the heart to see the modest efforts of the media being recognized and appreciated in a peculiar environment of media harassment, media intimidation, and fear. I'm sure John Momo, if I thought it's not here, who has almost pretended the medal for being the best TV station, who is the TV station, who attest to the interesting work of the administration, like this. Awards as awards are spirit lifting, especially for the media. My brother here, Larry, we will see your face. We can do the book on those values on our work in the media. The media we have faced a lot of obstacles and the discharge of the constitutional work role that oftentimes may be adversarial. Because we probably focus more on the challenges faced by the society than the solutions, our media has often been accused of seeing half empty than half full. Be more cynical than optimistic about public good. So when we see such efforts as well there, we think down for us. The second reason for the delight at this engagement is because it's an opportunity to keep the company for a great moment of peculiar people, the Rotarians, whose trademark of network of community volunteers is to work for the betterment of humanity through various service projects. So the Rotarians, hope is the core value that drives members to make positive impact in their communities and around the world. Their spirit of service and collaboration embodies the idea of hope as a driving force for positive change in the world. Through projects that provide hope for those in need, such as supporting education, promoting health and well-being, providing clean water and sanitation, and fostering economic development. Rotary Club help to create a sense of hope and possibility for individuals and communities facing challenges. Since Paul Harris happened to humanity with Rotary Club around 110 years ago, obsession with goodness and hope have been the signature of the Rotary Club. The prayers walk, his walk, those walk, tears with smiles, fear with calmness and confidence, and let's hope for the better humanity. So I think that this award is in the character of Rotary to do good and make an addition to the rich checklist of achievements in Nigeria since its birth in 1961 in Kano. I'm not a Rotarian yet, but as a journalist, I bear witness to the good deeds of lifting the spirit and giving hope to many by the Rotary Club in the last quarter of the century in Nigeria. From end the polio campaign, I thought with this and another explanation, that saw Nigeria getting out of the score through the phenomenally successful wash campaign, that water, sanitation, and decoration and hygiene project, with the various maternal and child health initiatives to help improve the healthcare services for women and children. The HIV/AIDS campaign and prevention program, and the several education, literacy, and vocational programs to help Nigerians and to empower Nigerians and individual skills. Rotary raises hope and redeeming levels. Just last month, I was informed Rotary Nigeria successfully hosted a current Rotary President International, the international president, Dr. Dave McNally in Abuja, where he brought a check of $7 million. By today's exchange rate, that's more than 7 billion, to help the federal government for disease prevention and eradication. Ladies and gentlemen, the post-COVID-19 world has enveloped humanity with many challenges, from environmental degradation and social inequity to political unrest and global health crisis. It is easy to feel overwhelmed and weight of these issues, to succumb to despair and hopelessness in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Those stressors certainly provide a ready feedstock for the questioning media. It is often easy to get caught up in the cycle of sensationalism and negativity that often dominates the global media space. Bad news they say, sir, stories of conflict, stories of disaster, and division are plentiful here. From Boko Haram to banditry, to kidnapping, to separatist agitation, to arson and thuggery, multidimensional poverty, hunger and starvation. It is a cause. But as long as we have these challenges, so also are the restorative efforts of important organizations and NGOs like the Rotary. The question is, how much of attention we pay to these efforts and promote them as the alternative paradigm. As we focus on the world problems, how much will the media consciously seek that alternative silver lining that completes? How much do we get around the excessive darkness that surrounds us to illuminate the path toward a brighter future built on foundation of hope? That powerful force with the ability to transform life, communities, and even the world at large. How much do we cultivate hope in a world that often feels fractured and divided? How much do we nurture optimism in the face of overwhelming challenges and persistent injustice? Just how much? The answer to this lies in our collective willpower, our shared humanity, and our unwavering commitment to creating a more just, equitable, and sustainable world. One of the first steps towards building hope is to acknowledge the interconnectedness of our global community. We must recognize that the problems we face, whether they be the climate change, whether they be wars, whether they be poverty or discrimination, do not exist in isolation, but are deeply intertwined with one another. By embracing our common humanity and working together, we can amplify our impact and create meaningful change. If we work with a belief that the hope lies in the environment of empathy and compassion and understanding, if we listen to the voices of those who have been marginalized and oppressed, seek to understand their experiences and perspectives, that we stand in solidarity with them as allies and advocates of justice, then we can change the narrative. Here we call the media power and influence. The media can shine the light on the darkest corners of the society and give voice to the voiceless. As we hold the power to accountable, we have the power not just to report on the world and things, but to envision and create the world as it should be. For us as media professionals, it starts with the stories we choose to tell and how we tell them, without necessarily ignoring our user advocacy to hold the government responsible and the people of our leaders to fire. We should not be focusing solely on the negative. There are a plethora of breathing pills that they have without. There are also stories of resilience. There are stories of compassion, of triumph, and humanity at its best. There are stories of individuals and communities who are working together to make a difference, who are standing up for what is right, and who are building a more just and beautiful world. Stories like hope. Some stories we must tell. We must tell the story of resilience, stories of individuals and communities who have overcome adversity and made a positive impact in their communities. If we tell this, we can inspire others in their resilience and ability to defend change. We must tell the story that promotes positive solutions. Instead of focusing solely on the problems and the challenges, the media can also lift the spirit by highlighting positive solutions and initiatives that are making a difference in the world around us. Get the Achievers Club in science and technology, in medicine and the arts, showcase innovative approaches to visual thinking. That way, we inspire others to take action and contribute to positive change. Tell the story that fosters empathy and understanding. The media can foster empathy and understanding among people from diverse backgrounds if we promote inclusiveness and embark on peace advocacy. Sharing stories that highlight common humanity and shared values can promote a sense of unity and compassion in society. Finally, we amplify voices of hope. The media can amplify voices of hope and optimism, including those of activists,
including those of artists, including community leaders who are working towards making a better world to better people. If you give a platform to these voices, you can inspire others to join the movement for positive change. Our media, therefore, must serve as platforms to foster dialogue, to build bridges, to promote understanding and empathy across lines of diversity. This requires courage, it requires integrity, and a steadfast commitment to the truth. It requires us to be bold and storytelling, compassionate in reporting, and unwavering in our pursuit of a better world. As we gather for today's occasion, I ask that we commit ourselves to the power of our craft. Let us remember the incredible impact we can have on the world around us and use that impact to inspire, use that power to complete, use that power to create hope in the heart of those who are taught our work. Finally, we are working champions of the day. So let us do your rigorous process. I say congratulations. May your work be like the news of the TV. They are on here, but they have a patent for doing their work. And to the Rotary 9110, a big congratulations for your doorway into 911 and 912 on July 1st. It is a remarkable opportunity to groom up both the vulnerable and the less privileged in our society. Of course, please vote for a better work. And for the both district governor, President Ejese, Chairman R.H. Harry, Assistant Governor Ibrahim, Vice Chairman Olale Congrant, and District Historian. I thank you for granting me the opportunity to stand up in support, even at a temporary hotel. Thank you.
You can do better than that. Business together. Yes. I think the two things you are asking for is temporary together. Please.
Humanitarian. Honorary member or a Rotarian, active Rotarian. I think people do well in an active Rotarian. So I join you to welcome him into the Rotary family. Thank you so much. I will advise you on the club to join so that you can join us in this our service, humanitarian service to the society and the communities we belong. Congratulations.
Thank you very much for that speech, and thank you very much. This is the second part of the awareness. The last 5 in the family of charity that we have. So let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. As for starting broadcast journalists in the reportage of business laws and district direct activities. Now we have the nominees for today. TVC, Mosumala, and Arise, and Enola, the most important broadcast journalists. Very important activities these days. Besides being aware of this, Yes. Our wonderful healing constitution governor, for even it is not allowed. Our district governor parents, design 112, study can you make your way for the sound? Mental institutions that appreciate our
And the winner is Daniel Okuola, CDC. Cash prize of 25,000.
Honored, and I'm grateful for being one. Covering for the man now. So I'm grateful when my boss needed me from that one. I'm surprised. So thankful to the trade. Thank you to TBC, but also the platform. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, next is the most outstanding newspaper journalist in the reportage of the force and the 911 activities. Yes, the most outstanding newspaper journalist in the reportage of drugs and the 911 activities. In some of it, I see yes. You tell us. Yes, you tell us. And so let's go I will now AG Mike AG Mike is in the house. And we have our keynote speaker and the host of Nigerian business as a start. And the realize
acknowledge the presence of my elected district governor and all of our leaders here. My doyen, my son, the winner is Mr. Joseph Eshadri of the Nation Institute. Today is 17th day of the week, 2024. It is 9110. That leadership of the government. I think that strong work there of being the house, a strong house of the journalist. In reportage of which club the district 9110 activities. On the behalf of every material in that district, we are watching this. Thank you. Oh, and you have 25,000. Congratulations. They always say the reward for good work is more work. So we not relent in reporting the activities of District 9110. Thank you. Congratulations. Look, I say thank you very much. And Rotarians, God bless you. Thank you very much. All right, the next is the most outstanding job in the trans of social media. And the knowledge which is job and the winner is looking for our Thank you very much. It is my pleasure to present this award. The 2023-2024 Humanitarian Award to the most outstanding club in the use of social media. Presented to the Rotary Club of this is some of the 2024 and spent by our district governor. We are seeing a duty each district Humanitarian platform, which are unique by rights. I to present this
to the president of the Rotary Club of Altitude. Thank you. My amazing our drum will be social media. I appreciate all with speakers especially for the people. Especially in probably not on the street.
Wow. I can normally say, wow. Wow, it's so it's a way of encouragement for them to do more. So please don't just sit quietly. You're here to applaud them, to appreciate them, and to thank them for the job they've done. And the women, for the most outstanding public image chairman in media reportage of humanitarian stories. It's not other one that's wow. The terrorism is outrageous. From the Merchant Club of Lagos. Okay, it is my singular honor and privilege to be the one to present this award to the former winners who have worked so very hard this year in presenting our stories to the world. So this 2023-2024 Humanitarian Reporting Award, the most outstanding public image here with media reporting of Humanitarian Stories is hereby presented to Rotarian Informa Williams from the Rotary Club of Lagos, dated today, the 17th of April, 2024, signed by my humble self. Thank you. I understand the parents of this beautiful girl is here. Please come forward, ma'am. You should be proud of her. This award also comes with a cash prize of 25,000 naira. Parents of the former, please come forward. It's interesting to know that the father is also a Rotarian. Congratulations. It's the first assistant governor, also from the Rotary Club of Lagos. Wow. No wonder Ifeoma is doing so well. That's a wonderful man. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, Ifeoma.
Thank you. Just be very moments here for this award. I must dedicate this award to our beautiful teacher. And I'm doing so because this year she singled out the importance of telling our stories. And she made us work hard. And so I dedicate this award to her.
Proud father, say a word or two.
Thank you very much. We've been looking for 42 years. It would be, that would have very, very, very tender thing. It's a great honor and pleasure to stand by her. Me, I believe,
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless.
All right, we'll see the DG and our DG on stage. That's the very last award. Yes. The DJ's prize for the longest in humanitarian development. DJ's prize. This is the big elephants. DJ's prize for the longest in humanitarian. It's secret of opportunity, secret of Venus, and secret of Ada. And the winner.
Wow. And the winner is, I'm not surprised that the winner is the best chair for the Rotary for public image is from Rotary Club of. So the winner is the Rotary Club of Lagos.
For being so identified as a body of honor. We can continue to give our best and to ensure that the supermarket is also on Rotary across the world on all the thank you very much. Stand up, stand up. All right, thank you so very much for being our guests for the 2023-2024 Humanitarian Sporting Awards. I want to call on past president Otun Olaleko to give the vote of thanks. Thank you very much. What do you think of that? It's probably a little bit.
My, I hope it's you. We do it. This flag is of all senses. The PDD is in our midst. The channel of the I'm sorry to just interrupt. But we can mention about this program. Right? We have some advocates who are here in the hall. To do that, we invite them and follow them. It won't take long. So all the advocates here right now, just for this platform, we did it with our largest representatives. Thank you.
Giving financial support, moral support, and physical support to make sure that this today is a success. So I appreciate all of you, those here and those not here. Without financial, moral, and physical support, no event can work successfully. Because you know, if we're always looking for funds. Because we can't do it alone. We're always begging for funds. And these are the gentlemen that have supported this event financially to make sure
that this award is a success. I appreciate all of you for being Rotarians. First, secondly, for having a heart of giving. May God bless your hearts. I know that the givers never lack, so you will never lack. As you have supported this, as supported most of the events we have had for this Rotary year, God will continue to bless you. So on behalf of Rotary International, District 9110, virtue of the position I hold, which is the district governor, I hereby present the certificates of appreciation to all of them as a mark of appreciation. Thank you very much. Thank you. We distinguished the red and I was with flags of honor, the previous speakers, my future leaders, PPG elects, PhDs in the house, distinguished veterans, guests of Rotary, veteran of the prize in the house. I want to see this opportunity to thank everybody for this application today. And I was proud, especially our advocates, our company sponsors too, in all the media houses in Nigeria, participated over 140 Rotary clubs participated, over 5,000 Rotarians that participated in the relation, and especially also the committee members that have put so much effort in the past over 6 months. Distinguished guests and friends of Rotary in the house. Thank you all. I will wish you safe journey back to your various homes and God bless. Thank you very much. Please music in the house.
Yes, to close the event properly, I will be upstanding for the national anthem. I will be upstanding for the national anthem. DJ, do you have it? Okay, DJ, over to you. Thank you so very much. It's been a wonderful day. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the published media. God bless you. Love you. Thank you. I think
I'm Jenny now. Yes, no. Where you got this first? Okay. Sabe. Não fiz lower.
When you guys, you guys
All of them, and I say thank you very much for the good job they have done. They have done well in their reporting. I must talk for everywhere. On the big boards, on the social media handles, on newspaper, TV, radio stations, wherever. And I can only but appreciate all of them, whether they are here today or not, whether they are among their partners or not. They have all done beautifully well. And we appreciate them. We can only but continue to partner with them. They may not have won their one today, they may win tomorrow, because it's a continuous, what is a continuous? I'm handing over to another one July 1st, and that one will continue. And I start with the media. I think that they will continue to partner because they do this good job of our stories, humanitarian service in all our communities. And I want to tell them. I 74 days to go. The end of my sermon. In fact, I feel so elated. I feel so filled because I have overshot my expectations for the year. I have done so wonderfully. It's been a very vibrant year from the beginning. It is not ended yet. I still have another 4 years of fight. And there are so much going on. It's been a wonderful year. I cannot say thank you, God, for making everything possible. It's not by my strength or power. Thank all the Rotarians, all the club, all the district leaders that partner with me all through this year to make sure that we have a successful year. And I can only say that thank you to all of them as I'm thank you very much.
Right.